Jesus, you're my everything, yeah. My everything is you, Lord. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody say, ah. Say, how can I express my gratitude for all the many things you've done for me? Words are not enough, to say thank you. Say, Lord, you are my everything. You're my everything. How can I express my gratitude? How can I express my gratitude for all the many things you've Father, you done for me, yeah. Words are not enough to say thank you. Say, Lord, you are, you're my everything. Say, I call you Jireh. Lord, my provider. I call you Eunice. You are my battle. I call you Rapha. Hey. You are my healer. Say, Lord, you are. You're my everything. I call you Jireh. Lord, my provider. I call you Eunice. You are my battle. I call you Rapha. You are my healer. Say, Lord, you are. You're my everything. Uya matinyina. Uya matinyina. Uya matinyina. Oh, uya matinyina. Yeah. So, uya matinyina. Uya matinyina. Say, I call you Jireh, say. I call you Jireh. Lord, my provider. I call you Nisi. You are my battle. I call you Rapha. Hey. You are my healer. Say, Lord, you are my everything. Yeah. Are you ready, everybody? All right, listen. William Miguel, cover. 1, 2, 3.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the location you are. Mema watching, mema ha, mema waju, baby biara wo. Ɛnɛ nso efiada Nyankopɔn adom yɛtwa yɛn ho asan aba na wɔtwe no asan bedu na yɛde saa adwumadie efiada ba bia yɛde ba ma kwan. Ɛnɛ nso yɛbɛda otwe de ampɔ ase, ɔbɔ ade ase, ɔbatampa ase. Sɛ wama yɛ akonyen, wama yɛ kwan, wama yɛ ahoɔden, wama yɛ nkwa. Na yɛde mmirika ɛde ba sɛ yɛde saa dwumadie yi ɛsan ɛbrɛ mo ɛnam the community ho ɔdɔ a yɛwɔ nti no abia biara woda mpo a ɛnyɛ yie wɔ sɛ wosɔre na woba enti me nyinaa ne nyinaa ne sɛ mo abɛto yɛn mɛsrɛ mo anidie mu na mo nso moatenetene mo nhyene mu by sharing the program sɛ woba so na wobɛhwɛ yɛn pɛ na wo nso wakɔ WhatsApp group so wakɔ Facebook baabi biara a media ni biara a wɔwɔ biara no na wo so wakyetɛ ama obi nso anya saa nimdeɛ yi bi mɛda mo ase yɛde BWF Solicitors foɔ ɛna ade biara yɛde ɔmo ɛyɛ adwuma na sɛ wohwehwɛ BWF Solicitors foɔ kyerɛ akwan nyɛ yɛrɛ akwan koraa ɛyɛ 7 Sisters Tube Station ne so hɔ a ɛyɛ 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road ne so 7 Sisters na sɛ wohwehwɛ ɔmo postcode sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a sɛ wo drive anaasɛ wopɛ sɛ wotwerɛ ɔmo letter mpo a na ɛkyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ N154NP nti no bɔ mmɔden a yɛbɛwie dwumadie megye di sɛ kɛ anaa obi bɛsɛ keane bibi bi bɛtwere w'adwene a wobɛpɛ sɛ wobɛto akɔsoa ɔmo na ɔmo mfa ɔmo ahoɔden ne nimdeɛ ɔmo wɔ no ɔmo mfa mboa wo enti no mɛsrɛ mo sɛnea mede yi kankan a mombɔ mmɔden a na monhyɛ program ɛyɛ m'anigye ɛyɛ ma ahoahoa sɛ nanso yɛde nimdeɛ kɛseɛ ɛde ba ɛyɛ question bi a dodoɔ naa ebisa ɛsiane sɛ mmerɛ kakra atwa mu aban no de nhyehyɛe bi baeɛ na nhyehyɛe na ɔde baeɛ no ɛboa dodoɔ no yie na mmom sɛ ɔmo nsa ka adekode na ɔmo hwehwɛ no a ɛkyiri asɛm no na ato adwendwen na ato deɛ ne ɛnyɛ deɛ ne ɛbɛyɛ edu adan he na memfa nti ɛnɛ megye de sɛ edwumadi a anaasɛ ɛnɛ heading anaa topic a yɛde brɛ wo ɛbɛyɛ anigyesɛm ama wo na wo nso bɛnya nteaseɛ wɔ baabi bi mesrɛ mo medin ane manyɛti na metwa me ho kakra bi aba ma mo nkɔ baabiaa yɛbɛdi nkɔmmɔ meba
yɛyɛ fɛ ma yɛwɔ London yɛgye abasobɔdeɛ bebree na yɛaredare ɛwɔ mmaransɛm mu ɛyɛ legal services bi te sɛ family law matrimonial law immigration dispute resolution Ghanaian customary any family law wɔ BWF deɛ yɛn solicitors ɛde anigyeɛ ɛna twitwa gye woɔ na yɛboɔ nso nyɛ den koraa yɛn partner panin paa Bernardo Wusu ayɛ lawyer ɛwɔ UK man mu bɛburu mfie 29 years BWF Solicitors kura wɔn ho nti sɛ ba na ebusuansɛm bi te sɛ child care ɛyɛ abofra hwɛ mu awaregya yɛ ho twema mentwe ɛne ɔhyɛ anaa injunction a yɛde to domestic violence so a yɛmma wo legal assistance a ɛdi mu na yie adwuma nso yɛn child care ɛne family team no nim nea wofa mu ɛwɔ nea ɛyɛ wɔ bere yi mu ɛno nti ne yɛto yɛn bo ase ma wafoto a ɛsɛ fata ɛwɔ kokoa mu yɛn senior partner ɛyɛ obi a Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel agyina to mu na ɔsan so yɛ member na kyerɛ sɛ ɛba no sɛ yɛgyina w'akyi ɛtwitwa agyew ɛwɔ family ɛne matrimonial cases ho a wonni haw koraa wopɛ advice ɛwɔ immigration nsɛnsɛm ho wɔ BWF Solicitors deɛ yɛn immigration team no abredare ɛwɔ general immigration ho nsɛmsɛm kosi complex immigration work permit student visa ho ntotoyɛ ɛne entry clearance visas family visas ne appeals yɛn senior partner ɛyɛ member na wasan gyina tom ɛwɔ Law Society Immigration Accreditation Panel nti sɛ yɛtae w'akyi a wonni haw koraa yɛbie yɛn office free dwada ekosi fiada anɔpa nɔnkron pɛɛ mu ekosi enumere nonsia ɛyɛ 9:30 AM kosi 6 PM ɛna memeneda nso ɛyɛ appointment nko a free anɔpa nondu ekosi ewia nɔnan ɛyɛ 10 AM kosi 4 PM yɛwɔ 4th floor ɛwɔ Anna House 214-218 Tottenham High Road London N15 4NP sɛ wonnante firi 7 Sisters Underground nso a ɛyɛ kwantiaa bi yɛn senior partner Bernardo Wusu san yɛ barrister yɛagyina to mu na ɔyɛ Ghana Bar Association member ɛna wasan gyina sɛ mmaranimfoɔ ɛwɔ court cases a ɛfa Ghana law ho wɔ advising local authorities official solicitors office ne solicitors bebree ɛfa Ghanaian law ho yie na ɔsan yɛ obi a ɔtae kasa ɛwɔ radio ɛne TV so fa Ghanaian law ho
yo yɛasan bɛyɛ deɛ sɛnea ɛteɛ na ɛte yɛde ba mo makwan megye de sɛ anɔpɛ w'ani bɛgye sɛnea m'ani agye no ɛba no nsɛmsɛm bi sɛ di a na amanyɛte metum ayɛ me dɛdɛɛdɛ ɛsiane sɛ nkurɔfo bebree na ebisabisa me saa nsɛmsɛm nti yɛn lawyers no ɛkɔfa ba sɛ ɔmo ba abɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu a na ama madehyeɛ no bi ɛtu afiri me so yɛnhwɛ efidie kɛseɛ yi so ɛyɛ yɛn anamantu a yɛto wɔ saa dɛmfoɔ atentan yi so yi yɛka ne social media yɛatwe no momfa nkyɛ me yo na meyɛ adeɛ paa yɛnhwɛ adɔfoɔ a ɔmo aba so yɛmfa anidie kakra ɛmmɔ ɔmo ɛyɛ yɛn nuabaa Tiliduma tili ɛde nkyia kɛseɛ ɛma obi biara ɔno a ɛbobɔ roll call na ɛkyerɛ sɛ edwuma no ayɛ den ayɛ dɛdɛɛdɛ ɛwɔ hɔnom yɛn nua bɛma Nana Agyeman class prefect ma yɛnte wo nka Nana Agyeman say ɔde nkyia so ɛma obi biara ɔse free legal education mombɔ mmɔden ana monkyekyɛ ne nkɔ ɛne sɛ hyɛ Tilly enso koso aka aguso chichi ankrofo na obobo nkrofo din se ne be ya mo beba na mo aba be hwe ye nua be ma Kevin Asamwan so wo ho. Good morning manye. Any lawyer Patrick, trust lawyer, Asma is also doing okay. Or see trust lawyer Asma is doing okay. Yes, ampa lawyer Asma so ho ye papa papa. Miss Remo Covenant Grace edru ho da Margaret Edufe edu jemfi. Miss Remo mombo mo so a mombo modern na monchiche na enko echichichichi me so me chiche me de wa ha because question na say head a ye ba be ka ho nsem no nkrofo bebre na omudi ho ebobo enche bia me introduce ye lawyer papa lawyer Kentin kan lawyer ni twi kasa oka ahemfo nyina sorry lawyer o chechade mu a wo hadwen na wo akoma na wo brain crash at say den ebebie amantiase aye adwuma na kire say na no ti yie e wo ne dwumedi a o ye ni mu hwan na me ka na asem eye ya papa lawyer Patrick, you are welcome to my program.
Okay, Manye, thank you very much. A very good morning.
Good morning, Pacho. Memo
Tieful answer so.
na wo de chia ama atiefo na ahwefo na afi yemfa adwumedi en enhyase.
Okay, great. Into a tieful mamo, a very, very good morning. I hope so. Be out here. UK dear, at this moment, a year bo. Into Ubia, you're very happy. A year bo, I know Ubia, you're very happy because ultimately, Eshe. Ontare a wato gu nyina kama pa umfa coat bia nka nti obia ni age apart from that no ye won kwa wa hoden nti eno so ye plus e de maye nyina nti e mo bia akwaba onto the platform. I hope say necessary ye betumi esua de na from adesua no mu no be benefit nkofo bebre so a omo or how in this area. Yes, manye.
Yo, lawyer Patrick, yeah, that's it. Sani ye no, ye see Rihanna bo, me feature nkrofo bi sheda. Omo hu say Rihanna bossy, omo me say emani bebre ya no mo yiyi oma we mu na kyerɛ sɛ omo hyehyɛ nneɛma bikini nketenkete nti no. Omo sheda be gyina hɔ na kyerɛ sɛ obi a ɔtwam bia no mo twa ne photo. Me mo fan che yo yenko so ye de we de fe mu keke yenko so ene ye gidi se obi a ho ye de dwumedi no hye ase ano no ene se emrate a we bi mo enche bia na kromo ha aban ode nhihye bi ebeto ho se ne ho kire no nkakra e wadwuma mu a adwuma ben eye care and care worker route and our care workers ohia care and social workers and our care and healthcare assistants for enti no enche bia odi san hihye beto ho ye kan say globally se nyame adom na utumi nya sponsor na onya o visa o apply na onya o visa na oba obema o sponsors ni bi wo ho a contract obema o mbia na ye 1 year obi di 2 years obi kura 3 years ebi mo kura to me as chronic ese ohwe wa pomodin na kyerɛ wo nimdi a wo no na kyerɛ wa 4 or 5 years straight na kyerɛ sponsor bia ne ne ɛda na akoma so a obema na mom sɛ oba na afei wo contract no kɔ enim anaasɛ kɔ nkakra hyehyɛ bɛn na wɔ ekyire sɛ wode wo yere betumi aka ho kunu betumi aka ho ma betumi aka ho ba kyɛ sɛ obi bɛseɛ mo destiny concerning destiny kra ɛne sɛn mo wie yɛ ɛne sɛn ɛnɛ yɛba bɛka ho nsɛm na yɛn topic a yɛde brɛ mo ne sɛ it's in a question form or say will my skilled worker or health and care worker visa lead to indefinite leave to remain ya yenim say eba na indefinite dey na kyerɛ sɛ aban no ayɛ den ama wo afebɔɔ sɛ fatina krom ha na yɛ adwuma na wo ba with contract and na talk to talk yi deɛ can that thing lead you to indefinite ɛno akra na obi de me hu de edi nkɔmɔ ɔse na menya na me bae benefit ben na menya na me se wo mu wade wo nyae nso wo so benefit na kyerɛ sɛ obia nim sɛ wenya visa nko aba krom a one way or the other no ɔpɛ kwan bi so ehun sɛ na wie ye no eye wie ye pa anaasɛ ɔbɛyɛ wie asan akɔ back to Ghana anaasɛ sɛn na tie nti na ya to nsa frɛ yɛn lawyer papa lawyer Patrick ɔne yɛn ba bɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu yɛbɛdi kan ebisa no sɛ menya saa visa yi bia ɛyɛ skilled worker visa anaasɛ health and care worker visa no me wie ye ɛne sɛn menya saa indefinite bi ana say owo kwan bi o say me nam so ansa na eduro nti la Patrick we dey me to ma na checheye mu nsem bi wo hɔ a na mebisa o along the way pacho wadaroma.
Okay, right. Thank you very much once again, Manye. And very, very warm welcome to Yetifua, Mutie, and Sabri on all the platforms and also. Ye hope say ye besua ade we no na ye nyina ye hu bebia ye gina on this very particular topic because I think say to send ye Manye kan no topic nipa bebre ebisa ho ansem because first of all time health and care worker visa no buy no na ye nigisem however na ye nyina anim say enya ade a ede ye kɔ baabi poten bi at that time or no but nyame ncha ade after a topic we no ye be hu say area ɛsɛ ye ma ye ni kɔ hɔ yie because at the benefit bebree betumi abrɛw in the end. Nti the year bisane say aso or a skilled worker and as a health and care worker. Health and care worker no for example more recently yesesa a year emranona yede a year a care workers any social care workers abeka the shortage occupation list ho na ebie kwan ama omo ye enumeranom a omo wo sponsorship license omo timi recruit nipa from outside the UK ediba UK no. This is very important because what we knew back then no enye de etie no nti yen hye no so. Now see a case skilled worker kra na ono ne hwan skilled worker no obi a owo nimdie soronko bi a ema odamu fua na sa nipa kro no UK aban ayemra ahyehye mra pon de ato wo se eba se onya adwumakuo bi a ono UK aban so ama no tumi se odefa nkofo free amano ne eba UK a sa nipa kro no obetimi enya visa na ode free amano ne abaye adwuma son kro no adwuma na ye ka no enya adwuma baako nyuma bebre nti omo ye graphic designers omo ye information and technology for expert omo ye nurses omo ye doctors omo nyina ekasa skilled workers no ho ena yenim se recently yede health and care workers na ye care workers ankasa social care workers pharmacists ene sa ankofo no nyina no yede omo ababeka ho a emra no ma ho kwan se otimi free amanone ba anaso se wo ha na wo asetena bi a enye temporary a eno so obetimi asoche to sa route no na watimi ede atena krom hanom. So this is where we are at the moment. Now ye nyina enim se sa route yi so ema wo ho kwan ema se amanone na wo free ba utumi de wabusuafo eka ho edeba nti wo yere wo ma anase wo kunu ene wo ma omu nyina betimi aka ho ede aba sa ahasoso na wo na o switch a yes so long as ebusuafo na omo ka ho no omu ni ha on a temporary visa basis anase enye visa enye long term ena omo de wo ha but omo visa in a different category ebia another skilled worker category nti emfan se ebia na oye fabricator nti onya company na company ne de buy but ebia company no any hobium nti opeso switch from sa sponsor no na ene obeye care worker nti obenya health and care worker visa e de aye
Mr. Wenidimo, sorry, just hold on to that thought, Hona. Mr. Yen, after be can say or monte and can't say producer, share ansana yedi atoa so on check ema ye mesra mo se obi sesi a aye okay na moti a moma ya sonte se sesi a moti mo amosi you can't hear, no hearing and no volume, low sound. Please, if you can hear us whilst I'm talking, you can hear me with that loud volume, then let us know as soon as possible so that we can continue. This part of the education is very, very important. So if you listen to this side, in fact, it will even limit your question because it's going to answer most of the questions that you have in mind. So if it's okay, thank you. Promise, according to our dear promise, he said the volume is okay. All right. So, Lawyer Patrick, yes, just continue from where I stopped.
Right. Okay. Great. Inti, I hope so. Omote menka as well because you did a sound check with them. You know, I'm hoping so. Omote menka. Inti, ebe pa omacho na so omote menka. Omoma signal na yenhu se BBI okay at the moment. All right. Very well. Inti, yenya signal from tech say BBI okay. So let's carry on. Inti. The na can say the skilled worker route no any health and care worker visa route na abeka ho no ni nyina my opportunity e ma ye de ye busuafo e kan ho ba ana say omotumi e kan ho etena e krom ha. So that is very great. Nti de wo hia ne say obenya obi a owo sponsorship license to say nurse and now person ye midwife now person ya ebia why application they call NHS oma fa wajuma ufri Ghana na eba nti why sa application am ya fa wa o ekunu o yere o ma o pese odi o mu nyina eka ho na odi o mo ba ekwan wo ho se odi o mo beka ho na odi o ma ba na nipa na all ma o sponsorship no ono na e kire mfi dodo a ode ma o ti typical example bi wo ho a na 3 years ena yede amount se u free Ghana no aba na onu ma be ye adwuma ubedu na wo ye adwuma ni wie na 3 years no so a yes you would have the opportunity to renew sa visa no if se odaso e wo sa occupation no na odaso meet all of the requirements only sa sponsor chrono ena eye adwuma still se enya only sponsor chrono na eye adwuma it doesn't matter. Ubetimi aswitch to another sponsor so long as nipa no ewo sa tumi krata na aban edi amano se odi recruit nipa no so wo tumi krata na ubetimi aswitch to sa other route no and also say ubetimi aswitch even to a partner route nti ni nyina possible say ubetimi ayesa o switch so a the likelihood ne say bia another sponsor and o switch to a ebia na ono so ama sponsorship for another 3 years and I say 1 year 2 years na only no a year juma. Now the question is, and this is what is bugging a lot of people, that say uyesa ejuma we nyina wi a why ejuma we nyina wi no ehun sunsanso no anything what does it lead to? Ebetimi ama wanya asetena afebo wo krom ha na because ye gidi say obia oba krom ha bia abaye adwuma bia no Ekamia said the ultimate aim when say ubenya asetena afebo the friend no indefinite leave to remain and I said settlement e wo krom ha na bia after no ubetimi aye citizen and I said ubeye naturalization na wababaye e krom ha ni. So Yajidi said that is the ultimate for a lot of people. And you bia no pese obeba betina brochure. Bi wo ho a na oba for adwuma no enti obeye adwuma ni wi a obesan konechi. But in the majority of the cases no yenim say obi wo ho a na the reason no any ultimate ni say obeba betina krom ha. So if that is the case there, then the question is osa skilled worker any health worker visa no ebe lead you to sa eye insunsanso no anase sa enisuade hunu na eda wani so na. The answer to that question no yes. Say uwo eye skilled worker anase health and care worker visa no so a say udi so 5 years a say utena so 5 years a ubetimi apply for indefinite leave to remain. Enya wonko a say woni abusuafo ne ba ya almost betimi apply at the same time. Say enya oni omo ne buy na fe na omo beba and I will apply for indefinite leave to remain. What they will get 3 years. So British citizenship again ombenya 3 years ede abakrom hanum. Nti yan hye so, excuse me. Yes, ubetimi aye settlement once you've been here for 5 years on that visa. And I say, we compile it from one sponsor to the other. No, we put it together. When you're 5 years now, ubetimi apply for indefinite leave to remain. So first of all, the requirement is say ubetimi actually say why you juma in that occupation. No, inti or sponsorship. A juma now we no still no or services required. Inti juma no still no obema sponsorship. Emma ode a year sa juma no. Excuse me. Sorry, my phone had a bit of a cold. So into the yes. Ubetimi actually juma no that's so ehia services. Ewe juma numa. Then yes, over qualified. As I say to me so say who continuous residence. Now, the continuous residence, the assumption is within the 12 months, in the 5 years, every 12 months, was spent, you've not been away for more than 180 days. Free chroma and kotna baby, more than 180 days. Into 180 days, works out to about 6 months approximately. And so 6 months, and I actually said within that year now, all year application for settlement, you have not been away for that long. There are exceptions, any exemptions.
Lawyer Patrick,
yes.
wait, sorry, say me trawa no Patrick baby we do na mama sima ba ko na pensio kakra gu mre mu mama na men koso ewa ha.
Right.
Ne ese ne lawyer echeche mu no. Baby a wacheche mu aba bedu no yenya santi ase first of all o say sa de no ubenya wenya sponsor na wenya visa na ede aba ha na we ye adwuma no. Say ebe lead you into getting indefinite leave to remain or say a big bold yes nemom say netie until say afe no adwene ya. The question that we are discussing at the moment is, will my skilled worker visa or health and care worker visa lead to indefinite leave to remain? And the answer is yes. However, there are things that you need to know or you need to qualify for before you can get that indefinite leave to remain. So that is what we are discussing now. And from the few things that he said, if you get the sponsor visa, you can come with your family, even if you have 20 children under 18. Yes, you can come with all of it, depending on your pocket. Actually, it's just by the way. So that means you can come with your family. When you come and you renew your visa, the amount of days or years they will give you is the same as what your family is going to get as well. And if you continuously work for 5 years and you haven't traveled, I mean, there are a few days that it's a qualifying days that you need to get in this country before you can qualify for that. So if you've not been absent for certain amount of days, you stand the chance of applying for the indefinite leave to remain. So you can do so applying after the 5 years applying. However, if you are here working alone and now you want to invite your children or your family to come and join you, they will be given 3 years on arrival, or they will be given 3 years to come and join you. And then after that, when they also get their few years here, they can join you with your indefinite leave to remain. So that, I think that's where we got when I stopped our lawyer, just have a little bit of break. We also what happened. And thank you very much, lawyer. Me did say sisi ade yes enya ma cheche mo no so no. Me did say it's for atias. Those of you who are requesting for the English version. I'm not an English woman, but yes, of course, I've been able to explain it to the best of my ability. Yes, so that is it. If you really are interested in applying for the skilled worker route, or the health and care worker rules. One thing that you need to know, you can do it yourself or you can let somebody also do it for you. Two things. Sometimes the reason why people love some people to do it for them is because of the legal or the legalities within this kind of application. You wouldn't like to get a sponsor, all right, and then throughout the way you fill your visa, what you need and things, then you fill in that aspect, and then you can't get your visa to come. So this is where sometimes we advise, if you get your sponsor letter or your sponsorship from the company that is recruiting you, seek a legal advice throughout filling your visa and the other stuff as well. If you want to add your family to it, that is where you also need a lawyer to come in to do that application for you. Nti oho na ye do mesramo ni die mo se ne amacheche mo no bigide se eye. Nti lawyer Patrick yensa enkoso e bibia udu ye no na o ka o cheche mo no se obenya indefinite enam kwan ben eni se o exceed some amount of days be absent ewo kromo ha nti mpacho oho na odi do ye mensa entwe embre mu na ye nhwe senia ebeko sound ye ntewo nka papa.
Just fixing your mic, you know. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. Yes. So my apologies. I think so. We had a bit of a hiccup there, but it's okay. We're all back now. Now, the na ye can actually say yes. Ubet me apply for indefinite leave to remain. The requirements are SSO meeting. Ebini say why you a juma for 5 years. Inti a juma rua na only a year juma no. Still no or require or services. Inti obetimi amount sponsorship ne still. Ube miti sa sika ye try to say so bifa ubi juma in a specific code section SSO tuane kase. For example, in front say oh baha as a care worker and I say health and care visa route na oh ba. Yenim say the standard SSO Jumara no or yesu betua e 20,480 inti omiti saa ade ni nyina wa ma sponsorship no inti wo ye adwuma say why ye adwuma na for 5 years na saa niema we nyina omiti a then yes ubetimi apply for indefinite leave to remain ebiom esese utimi kire say uye obi a otebrofo so bear in mind say even before obey apply under this route no esese uche say otebrofo so why a degree that ubetimi aye a comparability test before near friend no narrow sisia your friend no ethics it ubetimi aye no enye saa dia the minimum requirement ne say obey level B1 na odi ache say otebrofo utimi kan brofo na utimi tro brofo so eka ho so that's the barest minimum ubetimi aye unless otherwise uyo be a free a majority English speaking country into the enotano uye exempt say untimi ensese wo kire say uyo be a otebrofo so that is the position bear in mind so say wo koye indefinite leave to remain na ehia say obeye life in the UK test monsha nonso I know say life in the UK test particularly causes a lot of challenges for yemubi bebre enye se ade ni no onim na emom no se ukotena computer na chi a na wapande kakra nti even though a wasua ade no na ama ebia na wantimi anko pass no se ne opese opass no so this is what you need to do se udi esi wani so se eventually opese otena krom ha na obobra now you are aiming towards indefinite leave to remain unye ndru ho a mafutu no say ubetimi ahase a prepare towards it especially with the life in the UK test no we know said that one no it doesn't expire into betimi aye e de ato ho e de atwen ye numusu e de twen ope nti saa so na ubetimi aye o life in the UK test no ene ya sebe ebia adwe no how bebre nim na niema bebre enkoso nti wo sound mind a obetimi di atro sans ohwe no obetimi aye e de ato na ebre no do ho a odi aye de sese odi no because say do say obeye wo naturalization a obehia sa the life in the UK test no so e de aye with English language no say use ye for 2 years ebe expire. However, yenim say oye application way na you'll be required to prove your proficiency in English. Inti yebetimi aka say we use English language neda inti betimi use e de call a kopem say obeye wo British citizenship no. So that is what you need to know. Now, the other things no say enye say ebi a wawo saa eye sponsor ba kunu route na so ubetimi a combine the other route no in that skilled worker any health worker route no wa combine ni nyina na se unya o 5 years na watimi e dia bom na waye nti e bia uye charity worker e na oba as a global talent migrant oba as tier 1 oba as tier 2 ni nyina ye route ubetimi a combine ubeputu sa route ni nyina together visa wanya ni nyina under those routes no ubetimi putu ni nyina together e de aka de wo sisia under the health and care worker any skilled worker route na se no ubetimi aka ni nyina bom na se unya 5 years na wetimi apply for wo indefinite leave to remain. Bear in mind say and say breaks aba eye wasetena nemu entino uyobi a umbrechi immigration. So therefore, make say ubetimi a combine the other routes no e de abomo no. What I'm trying to say is say men train say ebia na o tier 1 so ana o tier 2 so ana o representative na wadwuma no eni hobium entino o visa no expire wonye ho hwe ene wabenya health and care worker visa ama was spend 3 years intino ubekwa akofa the previous 3 years and also 2 years na etwamu na wanya ho hwe no e de abeka we hu e de anya indefinite leave to remain me pato no enya sa na meka de meka ne say ebia na wo tier 1 no so ebia na wo work permit e na wo de buy ebia na wo sportsman ebia na wo tier 2 so ebia na wo graduate entrepreneur migrant saafo ni nyina no unless mo a mo beye postgraduate for na ya mamo extension no mo kan pato but mo na mo ye undergrad for ni na mo wo saa health and care worker ni nyina no mo betimi a combine saa enu no nyina e de aka o health and care worker visa no na unya 5 years a why indefinite leave to remain no enti saa na eye ya hye system no sesei ebema ho kwan ma obi anya indefinite te esese ye hye no nso se o sponsor no still no ohia o services se obema o sponsorship ena omo free Ghana eba no like I said before no se wo wadu sa indefinite na don't expect se ye bema omo indefinite se omo ba na wadu indefinite na ye bema omo 3 years so wo ye citizens so a eno so 3 years no benya omo de beba be kan so long as wo sa route no so a betimi a chese sa kwan no e na wo fa so e de ba eye krom ha. So it's a very very interesting area. It looks as if say we are not exploring the benefits properly. Meaning say manye bisa say obi person who say benefits ben na edema. I am just guessing say sa ni pakro no or can benefits are enye indefinite leave to remain say ne yakan na ebia benefits as in ebia universal credit and as a public funds are obenye free mo. Me pamcho say wo sa route no so a wo restriction ase inti enya de a those public benefits no obenye no ni bi unless ebia bibi potin bi na ye restriction no e de free wo so there then that is different. But apart from that no mo am sa temporary visa route no say me can say temporary anya ebia 6 months but limited leave to remain na unyanya indefinite na chese sanity inti no ubenya sa restriction no ewo card no so e be ka say untimi enclaimu eye benefit Inti mpacho menko claim benefit bi ema nenko how dachi. Again, bear in mind says sa visa route no so. Na wo ye adwuma na bia adwuma no enso a ubetimi aye bi di aka ho. So long as adwuma na wo ye no within the same area na wo ye adwuma no. Tien fan say wo ye health and care worker and na amount sponsorship. Inti say ye carer na wo ye na wo ye sa care adwuma na o ye bibia within the same code no and a ye. What you are allowed is say ubetimi ye adwuma for extra 20 hours. So o ye adwuma more than data, which means say o ya asesa o visa na o de ba ye no. So only obi fufuro na ekoye adwuma. It means say esesa wo switch. So only nipa no ye adwuma for 20 hours na enye wo actual sponsor na. That is fine. You don't need another sponsorship for care worker no. Inti yemfa say only BWF care agency for NA adwuma na say care home for NA adwuma. Your amount sponsorship na odi adwuma with us for 3 years. However, ufi say o wa hoden a ubetimi di aye extra 20 hours. Inti wahwehwe krom wahu another care company a ye frɛ R&J care workers. Almost so I adwin say ombetimi ama wadwuma kakra. Nti wanya another 20 hours from them. You don't have to switch from BWF to R&J to continue with your visa. Unless free sa category ni mu akoye adwuma wo another route asia, then say u change o sponsorship no. Say o ma home office for a yard where say o ye another application. Necessary nipa na offer wadwuma no utimi ma another certificate of sponsorship na utimi di switch into that category to. Enti yen hye no so the ultimate ni say ye nyina ye betimi atena krom ha afebo wa bra restriction bia eni ye ho ekwanja no aba we ye route a ho da ho because as opposed to the other route na ye mount 2.5 years any kakrakra no we are lucky your mouth 3 years ebinim kura etimi nya 5 years inti say we are nyame ye wadom na wanya 5 years na wa spend 5 years na wie bear in mind say on next stage ni say ubenya indefinite leave to remain senya sa so na your mouth 3 years sponsorship na obi susu amount 2 years sponsorship already o combine mienu ni together unya 5 years ubenya we indefinite leave to remain inti ekwan a emu da ho yie pa eno na me hwe bibi na o hwe skilled workers no eniema ekekeka ho a na omfa wadwene nsusu mpo se we bibi a ye beka se esese ye bie kwan na omu nyina etumi ede bakrom ha nti a lot entumi entena ha embobo ni nyina so one by one, but don't underestimate the sort of your friend is saying skilled work. Any jobs are ubetumi ehunu wo skilled worker, any social health and care worker visa route na say a lot. Explore, research, and the beka wa ha no so no udi bi ka ho a ebetimi aboa any jesem e wo mu say no visa application no, especially the health and care worker no ade a ne bo enye din. So it is very, very, very affordable. Say any nurse na obabe and now doctor na obabe very man say nurse for ni doctor for no so no aban ayen hyehyɛ a ɔse mamuntua ɛyɛ IHS. So other skilled routes na se dia then ubetua IHS no aba health and care worker for no so moye okay in that sense. It's no a very, very good area. Say ye ma ye ni koho na say omo air train partner for any saafo ni nyina no mobetimi enya benefits room. Very man say meet all of the suitability requirements no so ntu you obi a wonni bone wo krom ha ontina krom ha and breach immigration rules bia nti wabrabo nyina kama na oditu krom ha so utimi meet saa niam we nyina mabobo oboso na then wo ho kwan say utimi apply for indefinite leave to remain na otina krom ha oni wabusuafo manye
Yo, la Patrick. Say it for me that say, la patch me that say, it for me catch them. Say, papa, your catchy no ma one tear, say, dear, any undi fancy, docono. Or church, mamma, yatia, see, la patch get that say, questions can cry a war, abra o kasano, but ninny mo utumi, mu ma intiasia aye dreamer. Kitwe be a nanka is ba ma dreamer, bra o can be one asemno. Even though you've answered, number say we hear a little bit clarification and sana ya share Facebook questions I be mo so ABC bisa. It's for enchebia maybe a telephone lines now to mama me just about 5 minutes per maybe telephone lines now to now on so wait to me afre now we bisa question. Yo lawyers lawyer Patrick o can say MBA say or why B1 no every fee e de aba na yimbia ya man 3 years sponsor certificate of sponsorship no de aba be ye adwuma 3 years na oko renew and I say wasan aye other 2 years aka na wenya 5 years na oko akoye indefinite no say obetumi use once away use ni pen no obetumi use eno a no de apply for indefinite leave no mpacho say sa na ntiase ne tie yen sound no pacho mente onka.
Okay. Yes. Pachotimenka.
Yes, it's yeah, mente onka.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Great. Into the American say yes, that is the position. Into say uye English language now. Now use ye for 2 years, then you be able to say I aspire. Into say koye any subsequent application. As say koye for. But whereas we use certificate no dano. Home office ya where say meet sa requirement no. Into betimi use the same certificate no in the subsequent applications no. For life in the UK test no, it doesn't expire because the moment I betimi a say unim baby acquainte oti brofo unim baby a Trafalgar Square wo unim baby a Buckingham Palace wo unim baby a yesi Wellington unim saafo ni nyina betimi abobo omudin a then we are good to go. Now Yajiwa to say yes, okay, into no, and only the spy. That is why me too for said. So you'll be a ufi say a difficult man say ubetimia pass here. Then ubetimia shall say I prepare ako yes exams no edia to ho. It is how pass you are. That's it. Now at the whole air channel say we indefinite time no ebedru ho. Na no eche no susuno. Odiaye or naturalization mania.
So may that say. Now company B obi approach me with this question. Or say ono ye comparability ni bi na company ni dey far no e dey buy or the best school e wa has. Na or the best school e wa ha no Uni na fe na pomodini school fees no na ontumi enti no or switch say obekwa akoye ke edwuma yi bi. Na company na okonya na obema ne sponsorship certificate of sponsorship no okache ne say sa ne comparability na odi eba as a student we no ono no na ni ngie no ho opese oye otro B1 no either say IELTS no ana say CELT na wa ha no ontro ansa na obefa no eduma no into approach me na misi wo emra de minimu say sa na tie na wohwe mu a ono na oka na emra ma ne ho kwan se oyesa obi aye comparability e de nya school e de abaha na afi o switch se okope edwuma na edwuma no be ma no o se ono o accept ne comparability no na emom onkotro CELT ni biom anase onkotro IELTS no na onfanka ho emfambra mpacho emra ma ho kwan sa anase obi atumi de bonebo senior no pe no na waye ne sa.
Right. Okay. So yenim say institutions ni bi wo ho a the level of achievement bi wo ho a omo hia a higher one.
Okay.
Nti no ebi wo ho a omutimi ka say okay koye we bra. Nti even some schools wo ho a ombefa wa ebi wo ho a no mu hia a higher grade than A B ade na owo no. Nti omutimi bisa say koye bra. In this instant case no you need more details, but what I can perhaps assume, because that particular institution, ohia bi a higher grade a nipa no betimi di akyerɛ sɛ omiti ɔno nso so ne standard a waset no, which for me sɛ o pɛ adwuma na obi adom nso obɛma wo adwuma ni bi, perhaps adwuma yi kura wo kɔyɛ or salary ranging from about maybe £20,000 and above. It is a sanity na adwuma wura say okay fine, I know say why a comparability test no, however me pese oyɛ extra course e de kyerɛ sɛ o meet requirements na even though a ebi a obɛka sɛ enye ade a ɛsɛ sɛ yɛ ma no yɛ no, however sɛ ohia sɛ obɛyɛ saa adwuma no na adwuma wura yɛ ready sɛ ɔbɛfa wo de a, then what is £150 to go and do a level B1? It is a drop in the ocean, and the benefits, you know, a bit free more no outweighs £150, you know. Until from where I'm sat, you know, so Ubisamia, yes, I will not argue with this employer, no, and I say the institution now, you know, I'll just go ahead and do it, even in my heart, say me feel say because I know the benefits now a woman outweighs yet the disadvantage, you know, I'll do it for my peace of mind. Yes.
Yo, me that say. Okay. Therefore, because maybe some me questions now. A bed also ama me mama ho kwan. And then person mama ho kwan na. Me dem me questions they be want me to maybe say feature. Into no. Yen share ye can say Facebook ni so kakra and share say questions be apie eba ho ansana yetumi ebie telephone lines no e dey ato ho na obi can say how can you get a sponsor certificate of sponsorship and a sponsorship ope bi a ye wie program na afre me metumi ama obi na se nhihye wo ho bi a obetumi egina nhihye na no a na kire say obema o sponsorship no na wo dey aye application e dey aba afei nso no ye can say hi, what's the number to send test please? Pacho numbers no ne nyina egu ho no. The numbers that we'll be using, it's okay, let me give it to you, Pamucho. If you can hear the numbers are on the screen now. The first numbers that you can call, please, after I've given you the go ahead, it's 0208 123 1016. You can also call 073 9920 8468. However, if you want to send a voice note by sending through WhatsApp, go to your WhatsApp app and then just press on the microphone icon and then leave a very short message under 2 minutes. Make it quick and fast, and I'll play that message for you as well to be able to for the lawyer to answer you. That's the numbers that we are using, 3 numbers. Don't call on the WhatsApp number. Just leave a WhatsApp message and then I'll play that for you. Also, let's see, before we open the telephone lines, there is somebody asking about students, can they also work extra 20 hours? No, students, you are limited to only 20 hours a week. If you do that, you may not be able to renew your visa after the school. So stick to the 20 hours. It's very, very important. I won't even ask the lawyer for. Somebody even said he is going to answer that, a big no. So thank you, Nana Amwakon. Thank you. And then the next one, the next one is asking, okay, what will be the effect if the person works more than that in a week whilst attending his lectures always? Oh, my dear, please, it will affect you when you are renewing your visa. You may not get, they may not renew it for you. So please, it's very important. That's the legal hours you can work. You can only work more than 20 hours when it's not term time. Like when the school is on vacation, then you can even work 100 hours if you can. But while the school is in session, you are only limited to work 20 hours. If you want something different out of this, you call me after the program and I'll explain it a bit better for you. If you want to call me after the program, the number that you can call me is 075 966 20154. I will give you some few explanation, then you can get your clear understanding of the question that you are asking. Also, let's move on to The next one, can you switch from parent route to care sponsor route? Lawyer Patrick, can you switch from parent route to care sponsor route?
Yes, manye. Ube to me a switch from that route to the health and care worker route and as a skilled worker route. Yes, you can do that. Into krumana parent route so yes, asitina kruma. A limited leave to remain. Ti say asitina kruma. So long as any visitors visa, any on a 6 months study visa, any all of those temporary visas will be waba as a fiancé, Worrae, and all of those visas no. Ubetimi a switch it from that route no to the friends and the health and care worker route no so. So yes, again, this is an area. It looks as if say yemfa yenin kohoyi. Say yeni kohoyi, and it's very important say yeshia edisan komoi because yedisan komoyi at the questions bebreba, and those questions no answer nkonfobi questions any or how. Let me give you a typical example. One of those questions are abasisi ayedi o kan yesisi. It's a very, very brilliant question. And the reason I say that in say or how some parents go through, especially absentee parents, obi na onifi or outside and or parenting no. Inti etoda na wentwi kakra aba. Na edu se afi na wokoye 2.5 years na akoye problem because ebia madam ana say boss say wanye we inti me for passport na me ma support me nyewe and then na aye a bit of a problem. And so then what can you do? I'm not who can say ubetimi switch to other categories. And this is one of the areas ubetimi switch to. So as I say we your homework ye. Now shas ye ehihye wo niema entem. Men train Emma leave no expire because expire na okofa problem e dia ma ho. Before no na yenim say emra no ma ho eye Emma ho kwan 28 days now what me ama explanation the entire 1 year and then no 14 days as so ma reasons in here 1 year sa applications no enti yen hye no so sa say e kwan no wo ho yenya ntiase say obetimi aso eche say do sa time na mentwentwen so then make a move. So that's very, very brilliant question to ask. Yeah.
Having said that, Lawyer Patrick, so suppose I'm on the partner route, maybe I've gotten my first 2.5 or 2.5 years, and then I spend just 1 year on it, and I realize, I can switch this, to the care worker route, and then lo and behold, I got a sponsor that is giving me a certificate for 5 years. So if the switch is doable and I get these 5 years, after working for some time or working 5 years, can I, or 4 years, can I add my 1 year on the partner route to the 4 years that I've worked to go and then apply for indefinite? So it will be a continuous 5 years, and maybe I also qualify for all the other options that you gave. I've not absented myself from some days from the country. I meet the amount payable, that's 20,400. And I can speak English, I have the B1, and all that you added. Can I do that?
Right, okay. So, again, that's a very brilliant question. However, I think, sir, I mentioned a lot of the routes are combining to attain indefinite leave to remain. Into the area, sir, that 5 years continuous residence accumulation should be under the skilled worker and the health and care worker route and those other categories now maybe boss into tier 1 migrant a year obia obaha as a religious person, tier 2 sportsman for representative of overseas business, highly skilled migrants for innovators and the global talent migrant. Almost half for no ebetimi aye. So there's no particular mention of the those switching from the partner route to the friend is saying the skilled worker, any health and care worker route. No. You have to be in that sector no, for the continuous 5 years no, to apply. Yes.
Okay. All right, that's okay. Please, I've opened the telephone line 0208-123-1016 or 073-9920-8468. You can call now and lawyer is here to answer you. Let's move on to the next question by, and what's his name? Ohima Yeboah. Ohima Yeboah. Say, hi, lawyer. Caller, just hold on 1 second. He said, hi, lawyer. I am switching my tier 2 visa as I was on the 10-year route on my previous visa. Will it be possible for me to be put on the 5 years route with this new tier 2 visa? And that's her question, Ohima Yeboah. That's her question. Lawyer, please, can you explain that to us, please?
Right. Okay. So it is not the Home Office putting you on the 5-year route. No. A jumana or sponsor no. Ena ono aye ne nhihye nti o ka se. Metimi as sponsor Ohima Yeboah for 3 years. And I said metimi as sponsor Ohima Yeboah for 5 years. Nti o company na nyame aye wadom se wafa wadwuma no. Ono na emma on saa 5 years no. Nti saa 5 years no na ode ko apply the Home Office. Nti se adwuma ru say ono be ye adwuma for 5 years into amount sponsorship for 5 years there. Then that is what you apply for and that's what you get. Yes.
Okay. Hello, caller. BWF Solicitors Edumedie ni busu. Mpacho o free him ayento. Ka o pa obetumi abodi wan bodi nso anya hwe.
The Pacho we free. Hang
Okay.
The Pacho, it's a question with the Pacho. So, bank crop. Pacho, over naturalization.
Bank there ben.
Bankrupt.
Oh, bankruptcy.
Yes.
As I'm guessing we. Lawyer Patrick.
Madam for being a swimming
No problem, mommy. Bankruptcy they hard you. What was some fear saying here?
Musano.
Okay, you. Lawyer Patrick, Adaroma.
Okay, so that was a very good question, and you know the follow-up, your friend is saying probing question also was very well spot on, man. And yes, him said, "Obi awo bankrupt." It means, Sebi, you've not been, you know, living your life in a certain way, and you know, or financial situation, you know, one to 2 years, and they were called asimo. However, having said that, you know. Aban won hihye so wo koye naturalization ya eniema ni bi wo ho a aban timi hwe wo situation any wo circumstance no na wama eye discretion it yes even though ye maami wako bankruptcy mu no ebi a na the circumstance at the moment said the na manye ebisa no say how long na wako saa situation no no ebi timi ama aban ama the discretion and we say okay yes, ebia way and a buyer and a do call sa situation. And yes, ebia abraba boni bi and our boy. But ebia a niema bi na uncle. But since then, no, wabo wabrabo ye ama watu to oniema ye. Akwenya woho say Home Office case workers. Ombetimi a use discretion. Ahwe o circumstance ni nyina in the round. Na ye bunku ntare say even though Uyobia what bankruptcy no ye betimi ama o saa akwanya no na so wabeye oman bapa na nti akwanya wo ho man ntina fi no nka se me situation ni ntin e bia bibia ni ho a metimi aye on pinchen expert na ye hwe the situation no
no the car and scan almost in every
okay it's no yes only ending komo na yenhwe the circumstance no how we leading a life from that time now to ene na yenhu kwan a yebefa so a yebeboa no it is not to say ontimi yes obetimi ayesa ade no
Yo, say ni dia na article. Odofo a wo
Hello.
ahoma so mpacho akmema wakwa aba. Wo frefre hi mayente wonka.
Me friend in Manchester, please.
Yo, mpacho.
Mpacho, maybe question is me matra ha for the past 8 years. Me ejima permanent.
Okay.
Ba me wa kwala ha we nya 5 years ah. Me ye citizen. But before that was last year. Me ya man no. Hey, 2 years ago or 3 years ago me ya man no. Am ka je say na me nya 5 years.
Okay.
But see an my bro 5 years, me 8 years, me so regular, permanent for the past 8 years, ever one place.
Okay.
And as at now, no, me apply man now. What's the procedure? Are they going to tell me the same story like the previous one? Nah.
Okay, Timpacho, again, I will apply my Oba no Pacho.
We British passport.
Who apply British passport?
Mpacho.
Okay. What we need to understand is untimi apply for British passport straight and from Maubano.
Yeah.
It is a British passport now co apply there. Then that is why omo a refuse you know. So untina krumha sa time no Emma numero a year 5 years. Na akwala no owo no ha na say also the nearby pacho. Hello.
Few months, many 5 years. So I'm sure and I was thinking, say, okay, so many 5 years, and they make me apply, ma. Yeah, the amount. Now, see, and so many 8 years were.
Okay, pacho.
It's almost per request of my permanent way.
Okay. The pacho question na me be say akwala no odini free Ghana and I say baby ne ba and I say e wo no ha.
No, me won ha.
Okay. Yes, that time owo akwala no na onye settled. Okay? Because na onye settled no, ontimi apply for British passport straight away. As I said first of all no, o register sa akwala no na obey British citizen. Ene watena kroma for over 5 years. Because watena over 5 years no, obey settled. Yes. See no obey settled. The obetimi aye ne say obey apply for registration and yet British passport mpacho. Registration na obey apply ediama akwala no na yama no certificate. Sa certificate no na obey apply for British passport ama eye ye wo fast no. So that is how obey no.
Okay, now no registration. What's the procedure?
Right.
I say naturalization was then there, and I'm saying me you remember. And I'm indefinite.
Me a lawyer ne kano say registration no wo esuno passport straight passport na esun registration no or patro say or sell register akwala no as a British citizen ansa na your mouse that certificate na afi na wo de aye ye can say British passport no e de ama no into registration no there are forms e wo call home office for ana government.gov no .gov.
Yes.
So person registering your child as a British citizen. Boss away na. Ebeyi ni nyina de aba. Na kwan a nyoma a ohia nyina ebe kyerɛkyerɛ wo. Enye sanso na wo hwɛ name bi a enimdeɛ no sebio wo nimdeɛ no ne adekenka na nse nhyehyɛ ne ade ebe ha wa adwen a eno a sɛ no akɔhu lawyer na wetumi ahyehyɛ ne pɛpɛpɛ e de ama na wo de kɔ. Nti it's up to you. Why, papa?
Pacho, maybe send a question man here. Maybe send a question.
Hold on. Lawyer Bisawa Sem Pacho Koso.
Okay.
Okay. In the main registration before and send my passport now.
Sanet ye. But lawyer Bisawa Sem tie.
Okay. It's a quick one. I think say bibi flashy masum say o say ne maame wo indefinite. Pacho sanet here na.
Pacho ani maame wo indefinite as now. But okay. First na ani maame sanka indefinite na say no mind say be 10 years. We nya 5 years ma we renew am man 10 years in the way no.
Right. Before ansana ye wo akwala no na o maame nya indefinite no. Is that correct?
No, maame nya indefinite. No, maame kura 5 years there no. But
right.
Na me kura no na mo ka kire me say because of me na me nya more than 5 years no.
Okay. All right. Yes. I mean, you could have saved yourself that trouble no. Nanka wama o maame aye registration amano because or no na edi kanya indefinite but ebia na wunim. However, sisia mu nyina mu wo indefinite because we are settled wa ha. What now more than 5 years until we are settled. Until either yourself and answer the mami obetimi rely on mumubia na why registration as a British citizen. Na eno no unya certificate na or they apply for the British passport. Application no online. Obetimi akofa form so post office.
So Marty said lawyer so obetimi do no mama me na in case if I wanted to contact you.
Yo, me the numbers ni betu dwa. Why? Ohwa ukọ uye Facebook live ni so sisi a ye nearby Sandra Fraser e de abegu ho bebre but ope lawyer Patrick number mame mboma 079
Meba 079 yeah.
Mame fanto so na me mbobo na tie why?
Okay, yeah, Marty.
Me so me dase. Odofo a wo so pacho dina so wan second mame nti wa wo tie me no numbers no ye di gu so professor pacho obetimi di lawyers ni numbers ni nyina egugu ase ho amamia ti ne be ya ye beko yenim you will have only just 20 minutes na nkrofo bebre so twen ye enti no 079 pacho uti 07932022939 why 079. However, if you call the office, main office, hono, now book your appointment, bibia so I bet me a link you to any of the lawyers. What it? And numbers no cha mfoni na sie pamocho. Odo for one homa no simpa twa hina ofrefre my ente wonka.
Pastor FM na ya me free mechem.
Yo, papa bisa wasem me anko.
We dey da masini juma mo ye edeboan mrebia.
Yes, yeah, that.
We lawyer Pacho campaign so maybe specific application mamepa na ba obe join me UK. Na forms na nan campaign me go through but forms no always the eyima me ni ye the akola no so UK had there and eyima me but outside no remain the enemy huntina means so bit me aboa me kakra.
Right. Okay. Yes. Into form they to me and they will fill it over the platform. Yeah. Kasa so see. But it's all on there. It would be advisable says if you don't know what you are doing now, then it's best for you to instruct an expert rather than say obey bibia unima dia way. Because even though form or complicated, it can be a bit fiddly. However, so Google Appendix FM, the Appendix FM, actually Google more, it will come up. Now, click this one. A bema 2 options: Appendix FM Child, Appendix FM Partner. And as I say, over to me Google entry clearance as a child, and entry clearance as a partner. Then no follow process no from Google. Na actual it be either a partner and answer a child for you. Say nipa no free outside na or bar. Say a chrome hana or wa. Then ubetimi and also what searching for your friend is saying leave to remain and answer FLRFP online. Then it be sure and also add the amount. Now to me I follow process no from there. Yeah.
Okay, you're medase.
Okay.
And so yeah, that's say, Papa. Yes, yeah, that's say. Obi sending voice note, but say me load na fe na etwetwe twane ho. Enti no wonso ubetumi afre na dodo na ebisa can I get sponsorship? Can I get from Ghana no? Me dey atudwa se wo wie a nhihye wo ho ubetumi afre me echire metre won nhihye na wo benya sponsorship no na opese wo dey apply na wo dey apply na mom getting a sponsorship no eno so ye na nyanso hu ne say or say utro English version of the eligibility no na ye IELTS no B1 no sorry or say utro eno nso nti say untro ya na open sponsorship a memma wo suggestion say catered consult for eguso nkrofo de every week bia they start a new lesson to me join week bia to me join week bia you get your full set omo kire ometra okwan a yetumi tro exams na pass ye na unya good grades na wo dey apply for sponsorship na sponsor no n'ani agye wo ho nti woyɛ interested after the program no bɔ mmɔden na consult KTED consult for ɛwɔ 075-966-20154 ɔmo no bɛto nhyehyɛ nkwan bi a ɔmo bɛfa so na ɔmo aboa wo na wotumi atwerɛ English no enya ne yie na wode apply anaasɛ wode apɛ sponsorship no ɛni sɛ wotwɛn na wonya sponsor na ansa na wakɔpɛ English na akyire akwan ɔsɛ wopɛ to hɔ because we will GDA say within the next 3 months and as 4 months no ubenya wo sponsor nye hu say edi 2 years nso na won use ya eno nso etumi expire nti bomodia na to anamo yen hwe your next question no whilst I'm waiting for your course na twen say ade no be download em say o message no menim kwan a wo fa so ye no ye nua be ma da so twa ne ho and still to me downloading wie ma me embo ma ho. And if you can send it back a beboye na yen hwe obi nso bisa say please can one switch from a partner route to a care worker route or a skill worker route after being in the partner route for 5 years to attain an indefinite to remain. And so question where the lawyer Patrick answer ma odada but lawyer Patrick say bi fufuro wo ho ado be ka ho dia me gidi say what to me acheche ade we mo so dada enti no yentie we say bi fufuro e ka ho a senior
Okay.
obi.
Right. So I'm a bit baffled with Kevin's question now, Obisano. Because already, Kevin say what's not partner route so for 5 years.
5 years.
The say what's not partner route so for 5 years, then Oba qualify for indefinite leave to remain. Into Adentina, Kelvin Pese or switching from partner route to now when you're 5 years for so no to a care worker route now or kosha say and son when you're indefinite. At the moment, Kevin, a question now what the abano says sanet here there, we a partner, what's not our route no so for 5 years. Into ube meeti a year your friend is saying requirement for residency no so what's na sa period na breachi any of the rules untina ha ma nemro so and also say you've not been away for 180 days nin say na year kana then we meet requirements no for indefinite leave to remain anyway until say we meet all of the other requirements na ka ho na then yes ubetimi apply for indefinite leave to remain and you don't have to switch to a year care worker route no unless say abia bibi wo ho a etai echiri a eno no onka no platform we so ebia na domestic violence issue e wo ho but bear in mind to say we obi a who go through domestic violence akwenya wo ho say ubetimi aye DV application na amount indefinite leave to remain so I don't know but ebia na Kevin beba back abema a bit more your friend is information I between the abuano yeah
Kebeboa lawyer yeda say when so aseni aba your WhatsApp number no so na me answer no I say good morning lawyer good morning man can someone on a 2-year student visa for postgraduate program switch to the care worker visa just after completion of the program? The one is already working as a carer to support himself whilst in school. That's a question. Then always say lawyer Pacho.
Okay, yes, it is who care industry ni mu na o pese o switch ya. O switch to sa route na. Se nipa no was sponsorship or de ma then yes, ubetimi a switch to sa category no na wa shase any sa for na ye adwuma. Because that's the opportunity omo a ye de omo to sa post study work your friend service and so no. E ma kwa ma utumi switch to other visa route. Nti no esese eno na wo hye no so. I think say I remember say I said omo post study work visa no different. However, say ubenya obi a obema wo sponsorship then it's worth giving it a go. Now what me I try I switch it to sa route no because enya dia opese wo tena ha kopem say we leave no ebe expire. It is a one person better copim say will leave the best expire. Then you have to take steps to make sure say ubetimi etimi atena krom ha legally. Yes, I did. Then after post study, no, say go back. Yeah.
Okay, yentie we ono nso ne dia ode aba voice note ne so.
Good morning, Uncle Ben. Good morning, Majeti. Me busa question yi ama Madam Fubi. Okuta British citizenship na okofa ne ba de ne bae. Abofra no maame afiri mu years ago na ode no abae na omoma abofra no 2.5 years. Na em say aka just about a month na 2.5 years na awu. Nti e was say renew moma no I'm saying entry clearance nti opeso hunu say form ben na obe use at the aye another application ama abofra no ba so yi uni a owa ha no invite na yere sen kon join no permanent na omo refuse na yere no omienu nyina free Italy na you ni no wa ha no ono no ba say last year March ho no buy but nyamea do mo benya no you as it settlement ni bia o mama no 5 years na nka ode e fa na yere the only reason so mo di gina so refuse na yere ne say na omo pe prove say asat April last year no na you ni no wa ha no o wa ha and or then a council tax a coy. So more here you so man hill or my gina no so at the refusal so more requested for side document no or monsanka and told me the refusal. Name of no right of appeal. Madame for no person who say on your right on your appeal no and now say on sign your application. Now on for those documents no enco. Until say anybody say boy and was questions be named. I mean in Shramona Edamason. Bye.
Okay, Lawyer Patrick. Mr. Maya na mo bisa question na mo kasa ntam kakra na mo nye ni tietia maye na to de bia na mre area. Lawyer Patrick.
Okay, right. Okay, so two questions. First one, Ose akwala no ba ha with 2.5 years. Also, on the mama na ba na na mama na free mu, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm saying ma me na free mu na okofa akwala ne bai.
Right. Okay. So then, I'm not sure why your man akwala no 2.5 years. I am guessing say or can so or indefinite leave to remain na okofa ne ba. So ideally, you know, say sana etia, but you ever find both ways, no. Say sana etia dia, na nka say akwala no, your man no indefinite leave to enter no deba because maame no eni ho ni nti no, ehia say obekye say owo sole responsibility because ono nko ane the remaining parent. Into with that, you know, or your application or your application for indefinite leave to enter. However, senye sa na tie ena bia or ye EU ni or 5 years wa ha ena okofa na yire ne maba because na omunni ho ansa na deadline date na again that is different. Nti eno so no ye fa eye immigration rules no so ye nim se akwanya wo ho a obetimi di o maba na eno no yama omo 2.5 years nti omo ba eno no pa ho a na omo renew ebia na sa na tie anaso say ono amu no wo limited leave to remain under the immigration rules no.
Hello, Manity, hold on.
Okay, either as a parent nti eno so no ogina ya okofa akwala no ede bae so sa na tie dia so 2 years now I lapse here now opeso renew again to say the immigration mu no so say call online Google family life of FLRFP nti call FLRFP online now it will give you the categories but to say the amaka no a bit fiddly nti sometimes one here now I call selective BB enye and not necessary or selected because there were options I baby sao whether say or apply as a parent whether say or apply as a child all of those options no there are a lot of them into one necessary or select which one are fit in and that is where sometimes you may find it a bit daunting say unim ni wo ya nti yen hye no so but online an application no with EU DNA as to whether or not to appeal or apply for a new one no you know somehow a bit dicey in the sense that, and then yenim say applications ni nyinaa delay. Ni nyinaa delay. Iti no ekwa ebetimi ache ansa na aba. Ideally no when ya evidence na omo hwehwe no obetimi aye fresh application na ode saa evidence no aka ho na omahwemu e de ama no. Yes, EU for enti say under the immigration rules no even though are still yenim say delays were no it's possible say or evidence now omo hwe ni nyinaa or ye new application na obetimi anya decision no quicker than going to court. Yeah.
Okay, Lawyer Patrick, yeah, that's it. Menya nipa mienu ba ku ye na adodo ofa na obanya ni obio question e kuni lawyer answer.
Yo, lawyer. You're finding Kemabi. Trialen, she remo wafi o, it mabi a gun keplofo. Make back fine. Nime, in one question, I know a few application there cook Ghana as a care working visa. Keba. She can in beer. I can see a worky. Is that true? And what's the link? And to be able to help someone apply as a care worker from Ghana to come to the UK and work?
Okay, first of all, I'm not sure you've been following my program for some time.
I haven't because Kemin Botwe 3 year wahami few work can jofu you work for me. Simon Kama here man no few because then
Okay, that's fine. First of all, I'm a BWF few because I've seen
fine
one
oh
of
Ben
the
fine
about the English version. First of all,
fine.
you can't just go straight away and then say I'm applying to come and work. What you need to do is you have to first of all find a company, we call them sponsors. They are looking for they hold on, they are looking for people to come and work through this health and care worker visa. Okay, so when you get that sponsorship and they give you that, they give you that assurance that they will be recruiting you for the work, then before you do that, you must have your English or IELTS English at B1 with a pass.
And English B1.
B1. And there are a few things you have to add up to it before you can add this sponsorship letter to apply for your visa. And then you can come and work. But it's not just straightforward. You want to come and work. Then
sponsorship be because
money program any just 2 minutes per and it takes a whole lot of information, not just a single file information.
Yes. Lawyer Patrick, but mo. Thank you. I appreciate it. Enjoy. Bye-bye.
Hello, call and pacho. Odofo our friend, free mayente onka.
Hello, na ofane adopine ofane tete.
Dromo, ngwane le won ye gas ofane ya no.
Onda you watching. La Patrick, good morning.
Good morning.
Ofane ninka oni look at me feel nya wo. No niminka oni watch on me a connector to recent documentary ko ni wo kwe ni ko wo nyamenu Mo Farah.
Oh, okay.
In the documentary we saw akeshin Mo a reveal akeshin le gbamo de je gbe ti Mo chin afole pe ko ni dinoko Abdi Kahin Hussein Abdi Kahin ne bi ane wona akeshin e ba chon wo national hero. About conversation and me I read about immigration policy, how somebody like that could have been rejected, and ni ebachon momo beni menene unsane bi mo keke dia kesin what am be ekule chon beku no woba be a direct way, for one reason or another. What route ni work about is not direct, it's not legal. I just want to know where can you come out like Samo Farah and still retain your citizenship, still retain your documentation after you've gotten it, and then you come clean to the Home Office or to to the state that listen, I'm not who you think I am.
Okay,
Actually, I was
I
such and
understand.
such.
Let's just pause.
Yeah.
Let's just pause over there. Is that Ezekiel Johnson talking?
Over and
Oh, Papa was awful. You are done. So Lawyer Patrick, I presume you understood what he was talking about
Yeah.
the risk events of Mo Farah, what he's saying, and then he's relating it to the other side. Say okay, what now uba on a deception, and I said one say because question you will be saying, I'm only relating it to Nancy Abba said they can strip you of your citizenship without your knowledge, maybe due to someone finding out about something about you. Say, yeah, you came out, you got the citizenship through fraudulent way, or you've committed yourself in a bit of a criminal activity or something without your knowledge. So, Ezekiel asking this question, please, will just educate us a little bit. What will be the outcome of this thing?
Right. Okay. So, no more. Oh, you are done. But just so we put a bit of light on what Mr. Johnson has just asked, what we need to understand is that everybody's circumstance is different.
Exactly.
So it is not one fit or one size fit all affair. No. So Mo Farah's circumstance, is completely different from somebody who is set out to go and defraud or deceive the Home Office. The circumstances through which he came, it's obviously not very pleasant. And I haven't watched the documentary, so I can't speak to that. However, I know that it's been reported that he's mentioned that, he came in through a certain way, and now he's attained this height here in the UK. He's been made a sir, he's obviously a British citizen, and all of that. So you have to weigh all of these things, i.e., how he's conducted himself, and how he's lived his life here in the UK after going through all of the horrible things that he's been through. So it's the same way. If you'd say, for instance, you've come from outside the UK and say you were running away from oppression, and for that reason you had to maybe hide your identity and came through with a different identity, and since then you've gone back to assume your old identity, then you can give a reasonable explanation why you had to do what you did. Would that be classed as deceiving the Home Office? Maybe yes. But would you have explanation as to why you had to do that? Again, it's a yes. So, it's a balancing exercise that we have to obviously do in whatever circumstance you found yourself in. And as we've mentioned already on the platform, it is not just that the Home Office gets up and willingly takes off your British citizenship, and that's the end of the story. Even since the new nationality bill that has come out, we know that there's been a bit of a tweaking to what the position was at the inception when they were deliberating, because some of the Commons lords got up to it and said, no, we can't just do that. So even now, if you want to take somebody's citizen off them, the position is that you would have to give them some sort of notice, go to court and seek even permission to be able to do that. So it's not cut and dry that you just simply take off somebody's citizenship, as we discussed time past when there was a lot of hula baloo about what was coming up and how it was going to affect us and all of that. That position is not what it is at the moment. So we have to bear that in mind, that unless otherwise you've done something which is very heinous, you committed some very heinous crime, then, if it's just, a simple you haven't done this, you haven't done that, then you are likely to get through with it without you being stripped of your citizenship.
Okay. Even having said that, Lawyer Patrick, when looking at Mo Farah's case, he was trafficked. So without his knowledge, he thought he was coming to do something. I mean, according to the story. But then it was a human trafficking that brought him here. So without the personality, his knowledge of the act that went on. However, if according to what our brother is asking, you knew, maybe you came in through some sort of, this is you, your personal, you knew what you were doing. And so if you have a tangible reason to defend that case, so be it. But when comparing these two to most Farah's case, in fact, I can see two things entirely different over here.
Very different, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely very different. Again, and to add to that, bear in mind, you are allowed to change your name at any time.
Yes.
So you can change your name from, Mercy Boachi to Abigail Ansa. So long as you have the paperwork to say that, yes, back then I was known as this, but now I'm known as this. So you've done that, and that is, fine. There's nothing wrong in you doing that. So if you came in as Mercy and along the line you decided to change your name to Grace, then absolutely fine. There's nothing stopping you. If the Home Office comes back to say, why did you change your name? You ask them, why shouldn't you change your name? It's your name. And, you choose to change it. You have the evidence to say you've changed your name. That's absolutely fine.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Original son, is that the same? Is it you?
Okay,
thank you very much.
Okay.
I'm a cat. Thank you. I'm not picking any other course, please. Lawyer Patrick, just one question about board now. Because Nyame Aduma MB another community and the law Basso Ochna because of you can say Ghana party in the park. Into Mimbisa MB minimum dear na MB I know Mimbisa wa have prepona ni pakona as a medini more. I see or the same. Please, what is the pass mark for IELTS? I need the framing. Or see, please, I'm back again. This is my friend preventing of giving another clothes to his wife, hence one a sweet. Oh, Kevin pa, o make us maybe mawa. Yet what down for no uncle akoma. Why na and the year never penny na on ye winning man or renew at the only man. Okay, or see, please, can you translate what it was said in Ghana for those who don't speak the Ghana language? Oh, as Patrick Griffin. Please, this is a cheap program, but I would love to, honestly, I would love to translate. However, our time is up and I need to go to classroom now. So I'm in Pamocho. Minkpanye fanya keke ama explain nye be conclude ke hanya. Imbe can teach you ya. School be ba yin minkpanye fire wa. Lawyer Patrick, enkran patcho, and then now the bijay and Sunny, sorry, and answer.
Okay, Manye, yes, sorry, Suina, the air can say health and care worker route, especially moi, moye carers, na moye care juma, munim says the abeka shortage occupation list, into who was our route, so ebe lead you to settlement, unya 5 years, or accumulative 5 years now. Ubet me apply for indefinite. Eye bibia ehungo. Ekwan no etene pa yi. De wo hia ne se obehwehwe eye care company a yama omo sponsorship license. Ene susu de nyame ayadom. Ye nuanom Ghana fo bebre wo care companies. Na sponsorship license ba yi so. Yen as a firm no ya bomoden ayebi ama bebre na omo ma ye ho kwan se ye mfa omudin emmeto dwa but bebre na ewo license ni bi sesi a nti uya ubetimi enya obi a all penipa na wa maun eye sponsorship license certificate of sponsorship ubetimi de free Ghana aba ni se na ye ma me bi bisa question earlier nti unya sa eye sponsorship na uya application from Ghana na wa ho na odi free ba oni wabusua sa ha so na wo na wo switch a then you switch ewo krom ha ne nyinaa no lead you to settlement nti ya asɛm a emu ede ɛsɛ sɛ yɛhyɛ no nso na yɛdi yɛni ɛkɔ hɔnom na ankɔyɛ sɛ ɛna yɛapam me afirifie adekye a yɛma me mba fie ne nyinaa no betumi atwa tietia sɛ yɛde yɛni kɔ ɛyɛ opportunity ya aba abɛtɔ hɔ ama yɛn a ɛbɛtumi aboa yɛn ama yɛasetena mu atumi ahenhan yɛnhyɛ no nso so sɛ aban se ɔma obiara ɔwɔ ɛyɛ benefit so a ɔgye universal credit and anaasɛ any other benefits a qualify so ɛyɛ 650 or so na ɔde asupporto ɛyɛ wasetena wei so yɛ very 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 good news aban bɛhyɛ aseɛ atua half of it I think say 690 or so 340 coming and then the 350 other one comes later on but as I say umiti a certain qualification so you'll be as of April this year no now o qualify say OJ a yes benefit no so o qualify nko ade a enya ade a say we any application automatically aban e de beka usika no nti yeda aban ase yeda ye papa Boris ase yeda ye papa Rishi Sunak so ase omo na tena ase yes an hihye we nyina covid buy so omo boa yen ya say ye papa Boris Oko but gidi say nyame ebe ma yen obi foforo e de ahye ya nemu ye ma ye papa Donald Trump so yakọ say ne yere afrimu minim say my brother Penny oketechie ne nadamfo pa no nti ye ma no yakọ kese pa manye yeti obi bia ye ma mu nyina a very lovely weekend nyame embo ye nyina ho ban na onto ye nkwanem o ma ye bibia enye from ya setena nya from na applications na ache no decisions ni nyina no ye bo nyame mpa say by the time you be see na otwe be see me ye nya good news nko na obia ntumi enye de eseso ye enim se bibre na person mo holidays intino ye bo nyame mpa ye nyame adoma ye be hia manye
Yo, La Patrick, that's it. La Patrick, it's an hour can cram and near the sea. Hey, anyway, you're 20, and Crafono, you better that your special program. Now, we are can't cram, you know. Yenya La Patrick, idia, yeah, we be see kuyaka, yo.
Great.
Madam, when I see a hand idea, you may be in the baby, yeah. Me gye say wenya wo die wo mu kan na mpo se wonya ya ye nko ye da so wo ho obetumi afra BWF Solicitors for na oni o book appointment question bi a opebia no just book an appointment na yenya mre emma wo nko a one on one na ebisa we no nsem nyina na afa de wetu ho anamon saa nso na enam saa program ye ne no e sponsorship license yi say we lead you to Indefinite as even for ahyase no sen na obenya me say frame na mesramo wo a wotie me menim say dodo na asane of but mesramo ani die mo a motie me a me kan say mo frame bia no obetumi aframe o frame right after the program the next 15 minutes na and they fine but from 11:30 I'll be teaching me work classroom until 11:30 to 3:30 I'll be teaching o frɛ na manfa mesrɛw na kyerɛ sɛ me kyerɛ ade nti na manfa na me ye bibi na mo me hu miss call na after 3:30 ne pɛ me pon na me de me chalk to hɔ pɛ me frɛfrɛ obi biara a wafrɛm na me no we di amane kɔma kama many me hu nyabomito ye ga me mfɛn ne ke wɔ wie ga wɔ ba face special program obata or lawyers na ekoko ni was Sunday program ne amagla especially this particular topic na amagla mi hu ye ga me ha bo no anka nye sponsor manya ba show nye talk like penyo ya ke ko che lawyers said isani ni bi ko me ahwe wo mi kpa nyemfa nye yura don etie for me da mo nyina ase me dia ne manyeti me gidi se we ni agi yesi anamotintin bia e be wie wo abobo ano enti no me de nyame jamo have a nice weekend ewia na bo mo nkoso anu mu nsio na mo covid enko yo mesra mo ya gi yeni no na ye to ye hofo nyame nhira obi bia da se ne e besen hia me ma mo nyina bye bye.
Based in London, we are a dynamic award-winning firm specializing in a range of legal services, including family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary and family law. At BWF, our solicitors are pleased to offer high-quality legal representation at competitive rates. Our senior partner, Bernardo Wusu, has over 29 years' experience as a lawyer in the UK. BWF Solicitors provide independent and practical legal assistance for all kinds of family matters, such as childcare, contested and uncontested divorce, and injunctions for domestic violence. Our childcare and family team appreciate the issues facing you in this difficult time, which is why we offer confidential advice delivered in a sensitive manner. Our senior partner is an accredited member of the Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel, which guarantees expert representation in all family and matrimonial cases. We are located at 4th floor Anna House, 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road, London, N15 4NP, just a short walk from Seven Sisters Underground.